It's July the 1st. We're at Wild Horse Wind and Solar Facility about 20 miles out of Ellensburg, Washington, where we're waiting out this heat wave. This is the hottest place in the country right now this week, literally. We're 3,000 feet up on this facility. There's Mount St. Helens right over there, if you can see it, right there. And then there's Mount Rainier right there. So this is what we're doing to kill some time today, July the 1st. We're at the base of one of these turbines. The blades are 120 feet long each, and the total height of the tower is like 220 feet. And they're all computerized, and they turn into the wind at the most efficient positioning. Pretty interesting. 149 of them on the site. $450 million to build a site. Windmill factoid, the maximum RPMs is 18. When the wind speed gets over 56 miles an hour, they all shut off, computerized. They don't lock them up. They just feather into the wind, feather the blade just like an airplane, and it stops the rotation. Otherwise, there's too much friction, and it damages the mechanism. Much of them aren't turning. That's because the wind is not exactly right to turn them. It takes 9 mile per hour wind to turn them. It's going to take 13 years for this site to pay for itself. The life expectancy of these turbines is about 30 years. So in the long run, it's kind of feasible. Yes. Wind farm experience. There are 149 turbines out here. Each turbine will supply enough energy for approximately 500 houses per year. Here's an interesting thing. This is a blade that a crane dropped when it was being assembled. One of 3 per turbine. Weighs 7 tons. It took them 6 months to get a matching duplicate, which has to be within 12 pounds of the other 2 blades, so it was quite a task. That's it for the turbine farm. Interesting. That's almost it. Wanted you to hear that if you could. And the life expectancy, I said 30 years, is from 20 to 30 years, so that would affect the efficiency of this project. But here it is.
We're heading east on I-90 down into the Columbia River Gorge. All of this land is very desolate, no water, no rain. These are called shrub steppes, S-T-E-P-P-E-S. This is the Columbia River, up further north than where Lewis and Clark joined the Columbia River from the Snake River.
It's July the 5th. We're in a little town called, a little community actually called Vantage, Washington, and it is so barren out here. This is the terrain that's out here. Pardon this wind noise, can't help that. But this is the Columbia River, and that's flowing north right there, and that goes up into Canada about 100 miles. But everything around here is brown. Jenny said I was wearing the word desolate out, so I'll go to barren. But I'm at a little state park up here. There's the bridge crossing the Columbia River. And down there, a little ways, is where the boys, Lewis and Clark, got into the Columbia River and went to Portland area and went out to the Pacific. But we're leaving here. There's a heat wave going on, as I've told you 10 times. And we're getting ready to try to get out of it, heading east. As a point of reference, that's Interstate 90 right there, where it crosses the Columbia River. And we only came about 25 miles from Ellensburg, but we just wanted to get going and try to get out of this heat wave that's going on. We're headed toward Spokane today. I think that's where we'll probably spend the night. It's supposed to be Spokane, I'm sorry. It's supposed to be a lot cooler. Correction, a while ago I said this is the Columbia River flowing north to Canada. That's not right. That's north towards Canada, but the Columbia River is flowing south at this point. Just a correction. We're gonna run this in the ground, but we're leaving on Highway 90 towards Spokane. We are really glad to get out of this place. Jenny said that any trees that you see around here were planted and watered. Well, crossing this bridge up here across the Columbia River.
Here we are. Welcome to Idaho. Another state. Just went through the central Washington area, Seattle all the way to Spokane. A lot of interesting topography in Washington. From Idaho, we'll head into Montana. This is Lake Coeur d'Alene. That was a famous golf hole. It's called the Coeur d'Alene Resort Golf Club. It's a par 3 island. A true island. You have to hit your tee shot, get in a little putt-putt boat. We had a lot of tee shots and get in a little putt-putt boat. Then head to the green. Now you putt out, chip out, get back in the boat. Go back. Sounds like a real traffic jam. Here's another shot of Lake Coeur d'Alene. As soon as we entered Idaho, the terrain changed dramatically. Once more, we're back in the evergreens, getting up in some sharp mountains. We just crossed into Montana from Idaho on Interstate 90. The Idaho route was about 70 miles. Very pretty, mountainous, lots of evergreens. They're doing some major construction work on the interstate. It's nice terrain, a little bit cooler up here in the mountains.
Quick little update. We're in Montana, and we spent the night at the Walmart Astoria in Missoula last night. We're headed north. We just turned north on Highway 93. We're going up 112 miles to Kalispell, and then on up to Whitefish to see our friend Al Steele. And it'll take us a couple hours to get up there, but we're headed up into the Montana mountains. Different terrain already. Pretty. An overpass. We've been all over the country. I've never seen anything like that. That's an animal's bridge. I'll be darned. It is Flathead Lake in Montana on the way to Kalispell. It's a big lake, but it's so hot and hazy today. It's very unusual. It's pretty color on the lake. Big lake.
It's July the 9th. We came into Whitefish yesterday and found our friend Al Steele, and today we're in Glacier National Park. We're in pretty country. This is Avalanche Creek. Pretty. Here we are still in Glacier National Park. Beautiful. A little hazy today. Heaven's Peak is right there. There's Jetty. Hey, Jetty. He's right over there. But there certainly wasn't much water runoff this year because it was so dry and very little snow. But this country is gorgeous. Those red buses right there are tour buses. They carry folks half a day or a full day or whatever. Pretty country. The Logan Pass, I just want to show you some of this scenery up here. Sure is pretty. Oops, too much glare there. Buses. This is Thursday, so it's not nearly as crowded as it would be during the week, but on the weekend, but it's crowded. Glaciers are just about gone.
We're on the eastern side of Glacier National Park. This is a hotel deck we're on right now called the Many, M-A-N-Y, Glacier Hotel. They're having their 100-year anniversary. This is looking out the back. Continental Divide's right over there. This is the back side, the lake side of the Mini Glacier Hotel, just one of the wings. It's a chalet style. The railroad barons would build these hotels up in here to attract tourists and people on the railroads. Here's the rear of the Mini Glacier Hotel. They're having their 100-year anniversary. It's a nice setting. Takes a lot of upkeep for that thing.
I've been off the video for a couple days. We spent 7 days in Whitefish, Kalispell, Montana area. We're about 100 miles south. I just wanted to, we're in an interpretive overlook, as they call it. And this will be the last glimpse of the Rocky Mountains. Under that cloud right there is a peak of about 9,200 feet. But we're headed down to Missoula tonight, and then from there we're going to go into Wyoming, go to Yellowstone, and go to the Grand Tetons. But this is probably some of the prettiest country up here. We're in Montana, south of Whitefish, Montana. Some of the prettiest country I've seen ever. I think they call this Big Sky. But we're going to continue our little journey with our friend Al Steele, lives in Whitefish, and we spent some time with him. So it was interesting, fun. All right, that's it for this little shot, just bringing you up to date. Wrap this video up. Today is the 16th July, and we left Missoula a while ago. We're headed down to Butte, Montana, and we're still in the Rockies. This is some very pretty country through here, just vast. But this is the end of the video. Wrapping it up. Send it out as soon as I can. Start a new one. Oh boy, goody.